Okay, so in the last session we completed all these setups. Okay, and here see what we did is, so we submitted this collect planning data. After submitting the collect planning data, we created sourcing rules and assignment set definition and ATP rules. So what you can do is, after completing these setups also, once again you submit collect planning data. After running the collect planning data, just submit, refresh and start the order promising. Because here why we are running, like if you don't run this collect planning data in this stage, okay, when we are doing these setups here, you don't find our inventory related information. The inventory organization you cannot find, which we selected in these setups. So that is the reason we are submitting. So after creating the setups, so what are the ATP rules and sourcing rules we created, that relevant information to bring to the order management application. Once again run collect planning data and run refresh and start the order promising job once again. Okay, so this is a point just we have to notice. Then required, all the required and available information would get populated in the order management, as well as the same will get refreshed because of this job. Then we can start working on the sales order process. And here we have one point to discuss: set up customer account description. So what is this customer account description? We'll see that. So just now I submitted those two jobs. Okay, still system is running. Fine, no issues. So why we have to set up customer account description, we'll see that. If you go to receivables, when you are creating the transaction, the receivables, there won't be an issue based on our setups. Let's go to billing. So create transaction. Okay, select transaction source and select customer. So here system is allowing us to select bill to customer name as well as ship to customer name. Okay, bill to and ship to system is allowing us to select. But when you go to order management, see how system will behave. So if you want to go to order management, from navigator you can go, or else just click on home icon, and here we have a springboard icon called as order management. Just click on order management and click on create order. Click on create order. Now here find our customer. Our customer name is ERP Cloud. If you select our customer, now system is defaulting our customer as a ship to customer, not as a bill to customer. If this value is not available, you cannot interface the sales order information into receivables. Okay, you cannot interface this sales order information into receivables. You can create sales order and you can process, okay, but you cannot interface. So what we have to do? So if you provide this customer account description at customer definition level, so customer account description would get defaulted into this field. Okay, that's how they did the mapping. So now we'll go to the customer and we'll complete that account description, so that whenever you select this customer, the given description will be defaulted here. That's how system will allow us to import the sales order information into receivables as a auto invoice. Go to customer definition. Say manage customers. Customer name is ERP Cloud US customer. Okay. So customer name is ERP Cloud US customer, customer account number, customer site. So if you want to use this customer in the sales order creation process, we have to update the account description. Okay, we have to update the account description for this customer. To update the account description, just click on account number. Okay, here we have a account description field. You can write the account description. I'm writing the customer name only. Just say save and close. So done. Okay, now we can go to order management and we'll see the system is reflecting this customer account description as a bill to customer in bill to customer field. Just click on home icon and click on order management, then click on create order, create sales order. Customer is ERP Cloud. So now system will take this customer, okay, as a bill to customer. Now you can process, okay, the sales order with this customer. Okay, this is a point we have to understand. Okay, so before we start with this customer definition, sales order creation, we'll go and verify the submitted jobs are completed or not. Still running. Okay, before you create sales order, just submit these two jobs once again. Okay, submit these two jobs. Any updates are pending from inventory or the sourcing related setups, all system will update. Just it will collect to order management process as well as the same should get refreshed. So the first time whenever you go and create the sales order, submit these two jobs again, even you submitted earlier. So job is completed. What we can do is just will sign out and sign in once. Okay, now we'll see the sales order creation process. First, we'll go and create the sales order. So here, from the springboard icons or navigator, click on order management. Then click on create order. Select our customer. Our customer is ERP Cloud. Okay, now select order lines. Here you can select item and you can create lines. This is related to shipments and this is related to invoice, billing and payment, which happens in receivables application. So find our item, search for item, select and say OK. Basically this process, once you run these two processes, system has to update on hand quantity also, whether available or not. It has to show. As of now it's showing no data was retrieved. Okay, no issues, that won't become an issue. Okay, so once again we'll run later and it will be updating. And the sales price, what are the pricing setups we completed? Okay, based on that, system is deriving the sales price. Yes, we given sales price for unit price as a $2,000, same it is deriving. Now you can click on add. Okay, done. So now go to ship sorry, go to shipment details. Here you can provide some relevant information. So here you can provide the shipping method. We created shipping method as ERP Cloud Road, that you can select here and go to shipping tab. Nothing is mandatory. Go to supply. Here you may select the warehouse. So the name is ERP. Just be given ERP master inventory. So search here. ERP US. So these details we can specify here. Save it. Okay, save it. Now what we have to do is we have to validate the sales order. So this is our sales order number. Now go to actions and say validate. So order validation completed without any errors. Done. Now we can submit the sales order. So before that, just go to the shipments. You see the shipments. Just go to this order lines. Okay, fine. So we just saved this record and we just submitted for validation. Now what we can do is you can submit this sales order. It's nothing but booking. Say OK. And status. The sales order status is showing as a not started. Just click on refresh. It will take the updates automatically. So we are booking the sales order. Scheduled. You can see the status as sales order scheduled. Just keep hitting this refresh. It should await for shipment. Reserved. So awaiting shipping. Okay, done. So fine. We created sales order and validated and we booked. So the system is showing the status as awaiting shipments. Now we'll go and we'll do the shipping. Go to click on home icon and go to warehouse operations. Go to warehouse operations. Here click on shipments. Okay, click on shipments. Okay, here you can see the dashboard. You can see the status. There is one sales order. Okay, which line status is ready to release. Okay, only one sales order we have. The sales order line status is ready to release. So we'll work on it. Now you can go to task panel and just click on manage shipment lines. Manage shipment lines. Okay, here you can search with our sales order number. Search. So this is our sales order number. So line status is ready to release, ready to interface. So now you can go to actions and say pick release. So system is submitting the concurrent request. Say OK. And just say cancel to close it. Okay. So after this, what we have to do is, so just we perform the pick release. Now you can click on cancel to close this form. Then go to pick slip. How to create the pick slip. So just go to task panel, say confirm pick slip. Pick release we performed and the pick confirmation we have to do. So here you can search with our order number. Search. Your due date and all you can remove. Search. Why it is not showing? Go shipments. Got staged. Okay. Ready to ship. Go to pick slip. It should be available to perform. Say confirm pick slip. So search with our sales order number. So open only. Why it's not reflecting here? Just 1 second. Okay, here it is stage. Directly click on that staged one, and it release will perform right. Why it is not updating over there? Okay, so just click on add to shipment. This is not required. Directly we can perform the purchase. I'll go with the shipment number. This quick release will be performed. Okay. Yeah, quick release. Just once you done with that, just you specify this information. Ship to quantity one. This is what just think when we submitted, we didn't save it and directly we close. So that was the reason it was not updating for pick confirmation. Okay, just give that ship to quantity. How much quantity? Only one. Rest of information you don't need to specify. Then save it. Save this line. Now close it. Go to pick slip. And search for our search with our shipment number. I want to do this. Sorry. Well, let's try to do from here. Confirm pick slip. It should work from anywhere. It is not coming. Okay, fine. It is not reflecting here. Okay, let's try to do it from here only. Let's go to manage shipments. Basically, that should flow over there. This is shipment number. You can search with the shipment number. Fine, here it is reflecting directly. There won't be any issue that you can ignore it. So here, provide shipping method and go to show details, and here you can specify the transportation reason. Say sales. Now you can say ship confirm. Okay. So please confirm. Do you want to continue? Wait here. Continue to find. Delivery. Do you want to continue? Yes. It just is showing this. These values are just defaulting the same values you want to proceed or not. Just say yes. Okay. So just be done with that. Now you can go to just say cancel, and here you could see shipment is done. Okay, shipped. You can click on that, which order is shipped. You can click on that, ship the number. It will open the sales order. Okay, this shipment is shipped. Those details you can see here. The order number is this. Okay, now status is interfaced. Okay, integration status is confirmed. Now you can go to the sales order. The same status you can see here. Go to sales order. Order management. So sales order number. Give sales order number here and search. Otherwise, if you want to go with a advanced search, you can go with a advanced. Here you can search with the order number or customer name or source order. All these different search criteria we have. You can do that. Just sales order number, you can provide, then click on search. Now just look at the status of the sales order. The status is awaiting billing. Shipment is done. It's pending for billing. Okay. So we have to complete the billing. So this information against this order and one quantity against the sales order. So one quantity only shipped, one quantity bill to customer and bill to address, and these are the payment terms which system is deriving from customer itself. Okay. Just click on that. Now you can submit to import the sales order information from. Now this data is there in the interface. If you want to see the data which is there in the interface, okay, we know when we tested auto invoice, so we have seen that how to find the data if data is available in the auto invoice interface. Now we can go to receivables. Okay, so from here the receivables. Here manage auto invoice lines. Okay, with this task you can see the data which is there in the interface. Say connect. Say skip. Go to invoice lines and distributions. Okay. Manage, and this is our business unit. With that BU you can search.
Lakshman,
So here we have information. So against this business unit BU ID it is giving. Okay, there is one line with this new item. See what transaction source system is taking. If you are just
Lakshman, can you hear me?
bringing that, yeah, please.
Question, you are creating AR invoice.
Your voice is low. Your voice is low.
I don't know what's happened. I know I'm trying to speak as much possible.
Yeah, please.
Okay. So, are you creating the AR invoice from sales order?
Yes.
So, normally in EBS, we don't have to do it through the spreadsheet. Just we run a critical request and which create, the AR invoice from
No, no.
sales
See, try to
order.
understand. Try to understand the point what I am trying to explain. So in EVS, once shipment is done, that information will be populated in the AR interface, right? Auto invoice interface, right?
Right. Yeah.
Can you see the data which is there in the auto invoice interface in EBS?
No.
Yes, we can. We have a navigation.
Okay.
Here we have a navigation. So that through form you can see. Okay. Through form you can see. But here,
Right.
not through form, through spreadsheet you can see. That's it. There is no difference.
Okay.
There through
Okay.
form
Okay.
you
Okay.
can see, but here through spreadsheet you can see. Whatever the
So, what
data
will
is
create a
populated
user
in the
invoice?
auto invoice interface that you can see, okay, in EBS, here the same you can see through spreadsheet.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So, so what are the data we are getting from OM to auto invoice interface? For that, system is updating the status as distributed order orchestration. This simply we call as DOO, do distribution order orchestration. This is source system is using, and this is our sales order. Against the sales order, the data is populated in the interface. The amount is 2000. Yes. So all the details you can see. The transaction type it is taking as invoice by default. Okay. Now this information we can import into receivables. If any corrections you want to do, yes, you can modify from here. Done. So now go to schedule process and submit import auto invoice job. Schedule processes.
Lakshman, you can submit from there also, right? Lines also. There was a button to submit. Same program.
Yeah, see in the spreadsheet, yes, we have spreadsheet. You can submit from there also. But just since we opened that to review the data, so I'm not doing that. Okay, yes, from there also you can submit. Fine, just click on submit new process. Say import auto invoice. Okay, select and say okay. So what this job will do, it imports invoices, create demos, debit memos, and on account grades and other from other source systems into Oracle Fusion receivables, and it validates imported data. Just say okay. Now we have to select the parameters. Fine. So select transaction source. Transaction source is distributed order orchestration. This is what we have to select. So OM is represented as a distributed order orchestration. So now other parameters are not mandatory, you can ignore and you can submit this job. It will just wait to see the import, and it will be generating the report also with the information how many invoices are created. It's ending with error. We'll see that reason also. Just 1 second. Just have to send some meeting link. 1 second, I'm doing that. Fine, we'll see. Just it's sending with error. Order orchestration source name. Okay, it's a memory related issue. Okay, not all error types are okay. It's showing that other reason it is showing not all auto accounting types are defined. Okay, I think on the receivable side, all auto accounting types are not defined. And other point also we will take here. There is a one reason. Sometimes we'll have issue with the memory specification in the system options. We'll see that also. Error level, size, insert size. Fine. It may not become a reason for now. So we'll go on to verify. The error message says auto accounting is not completed for all the types. Go to implementation project. We just we completed in the last session. How come these are not showing? Right, we did in the last session, right? Last session we completed all these types. Somehow it is not showing. No issues, just will go and finished. Just only for receivables and revenue you can see here auto accounting is completed. So, okay, by selecting any one of the random account, we'll just do it. So I'm entering the same receivables account instead of searching for auto invoice clearing account. Anyway, this is just for testing. We can do it. Fine. Say create another. Bills receivable. Say create another. So deferred tax. Just click on create another. Then factor bills receivable. So we know system will expect to complete all the types in auto accounting. Then only it will allow us to import the sales order information into receivables as auto invoice. Just say create another. So fight only we selected, right? Yes. Receivables already defined and remitted bills receivables.
Lakshman, we did this yesterday, right?
Yeah, that's what we did yesterday. That the same I was talking about, but I don't know what happened and how those got removed. So there is no option to simply remove also. but somehow missing. That is the reason again we are doing it.
Maybe surprise for us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Fine, we'll do it.
Did anyone use the new instance, Lakshman? Is it working? I didn't had a time to get
Yes,
onto
yes,
new
yes. The
instance.
same one we are using now. For classes also,
Okay.
we are using the same.
Oh, good, good, good.
Yeah. Fine. For revenue, already it's completed. So we'll go with the tax. Fine, we defined. Now you can just click on done. So here you could see all are there. Now just save it. Just so save and close. We'll go and check once again. Select our business unit. Click on go. Great. Now these all are available. Fine. We'll go and submit. Import auto invoice job once again. Import auto invoice. Okay, select transaction source as distributed order orchestration. So default date, yes, today date it's taking. Okay, submit. Click on refresh. So now it is imported and it's generating the execution report for the auto invoice. Completed. Now select this report to see the output. Just wait for a while, it will generate. So we'll see directly from here. So you can see here interface lines selected 1, successfully processed 1. That line information you can see here. Auto invoice, execution and validation report. 2000 invoices created. That we'll go and see that. Go to receivables. Go to task panel. Just click on manage transactions. Okay, in EBS, what system will do is the sales order information, sales order number, it will normally updates in the field called as a reference in the invoice transaction workbench in the receivables. Here also we have a reference field. So the sales order number you can provide here and you can search for the invoice which is created against that. Search. Okay. Provide other parameter, your customer name. Give customer details and provide the reference number as a sales order number, then click on search. You can find the auto invoice which is created against this sales order. Yes, created. Transaction sources distributed order orchestration, that means it's coming from OM. The transaction type and the billing and all these details. 2000. You can just click on this number, the transaction will be open. You can see the line information also. So item is ERP 5001. So this is how just we can create the sales order. And just we'll go and create one more sales order. So earlier we were just trying to do the ship, picking confirmation and all. Again, that was not required for the process. Just quickly we'll go and create one more sales order. And again, earlier it was not reflecting the stock availability. We'll see at least by this time that might be updated. So click on create sales order. Customer name is ERP Cloud. Just select item. So basically it has to update. If it is not updated here stock availability. Only the point is we have to run again these two processes. Run collect planning data as well as refresh start order promising, then the normal it will update. Click on add and go to shipment details. You may provide shipping method. Let's say no to enter anything as mandatory. If you want to specify the warehouse here, you can do that. ERP US. Submit for validation. And one more point here, how this 2000 is coming. Okay, because of which setups, if you want to see, you can go to actions and you can go to view pricing strategy and segments. Pricing related setups, pricing strategy and segments we created, right? Okay, you can click on this, it will display because of which setup, that is the pricing is reflecting here. Pricing segment we created as ERP cloud pricing segment. Status is ERP cloud pricing strategy. And one more point here is, if you go on to do any changes to pricing related any one of the setup, these setups, any one of this setup, okay, those cannot be updated immediately. It will take couple of hours time, because for this pricing application, Oracle is following that catching concept to improve the performance of the application or system. So if you do the changes won't reflect immediately. It takes couple of hours time, then only those will reflect. Just notice that point also. Okay, now we can just, I think we validated. Just click on validate. It's validated, no errors. Now you can submit the sales order. Say okay. To see the status, you can keep hitting on this refresh. Scheduled. Same as EBS, here also we have a workflow for this. Okay, so when you use a common reference data set, system will use the seeded one. If you are using the different one, that has to be copied. Seeded one has to be copied, and that should be mapped with our own reference data set. The same we have to associate it. Business unit set assignments. So if you want to see that, you can go to actions, select, just click on switch to fulfillment view. Okay, just go to fulfillment view and go to fulfillment lines. Okay, here click on this orchestration process number. This is the workflow number for this transaction. So it shows the details. It's a scheduled, it reserved, awaiting shipping, invoice not started. This is a, see, order fulfillment generic process. Workflow generic, you can see in case of UBS, right? Workflow generic. Here we are calling as fulfillment generic. Do distributed order orchestration. orchestration process. We will just verify for the sales order which already we processed. There you can see us here. If you notice here, okay, billing is not done in this case, right? Here we'll make a note of this sales order also. We'll search with this sales order. Now go to actions. This is the one which we use to create invoice also in the receivables. Select switch to fulfillment view. Just click on switch to fulfillment view. And here there you have to go to fulfillment lines and click on orchestration process number. You can see here scheduled, reserved, shipped and billed. Okay, so all the details you can see. So I selected build. Okay, so it is showing the relevant details. Just to show that. To upload FedEx. 1 second. Start elevator. It's 1 second. Sales order done. Now here we have option to see invoice number also. That's what I'm trying to look at. Item tax. From here there will be option just you can view the invoice related details also. The transaction number and all those details also system will display from here. Okay, so this is all just you can have a information through fulfillment view. Now we created sales order. The sales order number is this, right? So now we'll proceed with the other steps like ship confirmation activities. Sorry. So go to warehouse management, warehouse operations, then click on shipments. So go to manage shipment lines. Search with order number. Go to actions, set quick release. Then click on save. Save. Shipper quantity has to show. Why it is not showing? Yeah. After saving, you can enter the shipped quantity. Done. Now go to shipments. So go to manage shipments and confirm it. So directly you can search. We have only two shipments, the earlier one and current one. So anyway, this got closed against that invoice also created. This is the current one. You can just click on that shipment number and give shipping method and go to show details, specify transportation reason, say ship confirm, say yes, just click on cancel to close it, and here you can see, okay, shipped. Okay, so now you can run the auto invoice import program. It will create the auto invoice and receivables based on the sales order. Say import auto invoice. So source is distributed order orchestration, then submit. Fine. Now go to transaction workbench. So just task name is manage transactions. This is our sales order number. Give as a reference number and select customer name. Okay, this is the transaction number. System is generated. You can see the auto invoice here. Okay, done. If you have some issue when you are trying to import this invoice to receivables, okay, it's a very known point. So you may have some issue with the memory size also. So if you have issue with the memory size, that you can increase in the system also. That process also will recommend to increase to certain uh, value. Through system options, you can just increase the memory size. That will resolve the issue. System options. Okay. Here the maximum memory in bytes. This you may increase, so that will resolve the issue if you have issue with the memory without invoice process. And that's all about O2C cycle. Okay, we're done with the P2P and O2C. Okay, in the tomorrow session we can start working on remaining pending concepts. Okay, IPR, CM, FA, GL, P2P, O2C. We have
Are you going to cover the tax?
yeah. Yes, fusion tax we have, and fusion expense we have nothing but I expense. So along with this, we have a few other concepts also pending in GL. Okay, these all will be just completing. Maybe two more sessions we may require max. Okay, in tomorrow session we can work on the tax and expense report. Fusion expense. Fine. So we'll
And
connect.
Lakshman,
DFFs, Lakshman,
Sorry.
DFF concepts, are you covering any DFF concept?
Oh, just you can try on that if you want to. Just do that. You can try on that. Say payables descriptive flex bills means payables descriptive. I'm not covering because people will be practicing. They'll be enabling. They'll be setting here and there everywhere mandatory. And when others are testing or when I'm taking the classes, that will create some issues. Same as EBS we have. You can go to manage payables descriptive flex fields. You can click on that. You can search for any descriptive flex field. Maybe you need in the invoice header level or line level distribution level. You can create the structure within that. You can create the attributes. You can add the values, or you may go with the dynamic values.
Okay, thank you, Lakshman.
Yep, that's how you can do it.
Last question. The interview questions. Are you going to help us?
We'll discuss. Yeah, before we wind up this course, we'll discuss anyway. We left very few sessions. We'll discuss those. Yep, fine. So
Lakshman, are we also doing the subledger, right? Or
sublegend.
SLA?
No SLA. Just if you want to see that, just I'll take you through that. But there is nothing, no need. Like in PO side, we have seen right. So PO tab we created.
Yeah, the tab. Yes.
Yeah, the similar concept. The same way you can create the rules, or else you can create the mapping sets. Those you have to map with the specific account types. Okay, we'll just have a look. No issues, but we don't need to. We are not going to customize anything. We'll just have a look.
Okay.
Yeah. Even you can
One
search
other
here for
question.
subledger accounting. Within this, you
Yeah.
can find and you can just walk through that. The simple slides.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lakshman, did we ever cover the smart view yet, or we still
Still
waiting
pending.
for
That
that?
is pending. In GL,
Still
two three
pending.
concepts are pending. With out of that, one of the concept is smart view. Smart view, account inspector, account monitor. Here we have one second. Okay. The period close for all the modules. I shared the document. Okay. The account inspector, monitor, smart view, financial reporting studio. So these we have to cover in the GL. Fine, we'll see that. We'll see that. Along with this, we have this fusion tax and fusion expense also. We'll start working on that from tomorrow. Okay, maybe two more sessions we can close. Fine.
Yeah.
Any questions from anyone, please?
Lakshman, can I call you after this class for 1-2 minutes? Quick
Yeah, sure.
questions.
Sure, Alvin, you can.
Thanks.
Fine. Fine. That's all for today. We'll connect tomorrow and we'll work on pending concepts. Thank you all.